Hello, my name is Sabri. I am a second year CCB student. My case study is about concurrency, its mutual exclusion and synchronization. What do we mean about concurrency? Let me explain to you about that. Concurrency means a process or a thread may run simultaneously with other processes or threads. To deal with multiple processes or threads, the operating system needs to switch control between them from time to time based on state transition model and accordingly save and restore their context. Although on the surface the two cases are different, they present same problems. The relative speed of execution of process cannot be predicted. Problems caused by concurrency. The current access to global resources by multiple processes may lead to unpredictable results. The exclusive access to resource may lead to deadlock. Unpredictable results make it difficult to locate a programming error in a concurrent application since the results are not deterministic and reproducible. Process interaction. Competition among processes for resources. Concurrent processes come into conflict with each when they are competing for the use of same resource. They are not necessarily aware of each other, but the execution of one process may affect the behavior of competing process. There are three control problems that must be considered. Mutual exclusion. Suppose two processes both wish to access to a single resource, say printer. Obviously, such a resource cannot be accessed by more than one process at the same time. We cannot image a sheet with upper off for one process and lower off for the other process. We refer to such resource like printer as critical resource and the portion of the program that uses it a critical section of the program. It is important to allow only one process at a time in its critical section so that the expectable results are obtainable always, which is referred to as mutual exclusion. Deadlock. Deadlock that we have mentioned above is actually an effect of mutual exclusion. As we can see, deadlock always involves more than one process and more than one resource. Starvation. Starvation is another control problem due to enforcement of mutual exclusion. Consider we have three processes P1, P2 and P3 competing for a resource R. Suppose each of them require periodic access to R which is not shareable, and P1 is first granted access to R. Then when P1 exits its critical section, either P2 or P3 may be allowed to access R. Assume that R is allowed to access allocated to P3 and P1 requires access to R again. If the operating system alternately allocates R to P1 and P3, then P2 has to wait indefinitely and thus experiences starvation. Cooperation among processes by sharing. Besides competition, concurrent processes may also cooperate with each other. For example, multi-process may have access to shared variables or files or database. Cooperation among processes by communication. In the first two cases, processes interact with each other indirectly and are not explicitly aware of other existence. It is also possible for processes to cooperate directly by communicating with each other, say sending messages. Mutual exclusion. Any facility or capability that is to provide support or mutual exclusion should meet the following requirements. Only one process at a time is allowed into its critical section. Among the processes that have critical sections for the same resource is shared object. When no process is in critical section, any process that requires entry to its critical section must be permitted to enter without delay. A process remains inside its critical section for an infinite time only. No assumption should be made about relative process speeds or number of processes. That is, the facility provided should be provided enough to solve the control problems unconditionally, without any limit on the nature of concurrent software approaches. Whether in a uniprocess system or a multiprocess system, one with shared many memory, it is usually assumed that only access to a memory location can be made at a time, so that simple operation and assignment to a location will always perform without interference. Now we are going to discuss an algorithm designed by a Dutch mathematician Decker step by step. First attempt. Intuitively, based on a mutual exclusive action to a location of main memory, we may use a location which is represented as variable in programming language to contain a flag to control the mutual exclusive exclusion of certain sections. Either process before entering its critical section must check its value of turn. Once a process gains access to its critical section, it may manipulate the shared resources, and when it exists, it must update the value of turn, allow other processes to enter. The method has two drawbacks. Processes must strictly alternate in their use of critical section. If one process fails, the other process is permanently blocked, whether the failure happens in critical section or outside it. So now to the second attempt. The problem with the first attempt is that only one variable is used to indicate the state of both process, and the maintenance of its value relies on both process. We should have state information about each process and maintained by themselves. Now, even if one process fails outside the critical section, the other process may still enter its critical section. Or if the failure happens inside the critical section, the active process will be permanently blocked. Third attempt. Since the second attempt fails just because the flag of the process flipped after it's entering the critical section, how about the flipping the flag before that? Unfortunately, another problem is created if both processes set their flags to true before either has passed the while loop. Then either will think other has entered its critical section, which is actually circular waiting, thus a deadlock occurs. Fourth attempt. If we examine the third attempt, we may find out the reason why the deadlock may be caused in either process. It is possible that both process runs at almost same time. Both set the flag to be true first, then check them simultaneously, thus do courtesy things and later set the flag back to true. This indicates that process may both wait indefinitely and can never enter critical section. This is similar to deadlock but not exactly, since deadlock means a situation of no progress without external interference, while current subtle situation may disappear once the relative speed of process changed a little bit. We call the condition a live lock. A correct solution. To avoid the above live lock, some facility should be used to design different priorities to the process so that they know who goes first. The variable turn in the first attempt may be used for this purpose, but in the case it is used only for indicate an order when both processes desire to enter their critical section. So the problem in the first attempt is not duplicated here. The solution is given as left of figure 4. Decker's algorithm solves the mutual exclusion problem fully, but is a little hardware supports interrupting disabling. In a uniprocess system, the fundamental reason of concurrency is that process may switch different processes to run from time to time, and switching of control happens due to some kind of interrupt, such as timeout interrupt in a short time serving environment, input out operation completion interrupts, etc. Hence we obtain a hardware based solution. However, this approach also eliminates the concurrency between irrelevant and process, and thus efficiency could be noticeably degraded. In a multiprocessor environment, the interrupt disabling approach does not work anymore. However, it is assumed the process share access to common main memory, and at hardware level only one access to memory location is permitted at a time. So special machine instruction is used to solve this. Properties of machine instruction approach. There are a number of advantages of this kind of approach. It is simple and therefore easy to verify. It is applicable to any number of processes and either a single processor or multiprocessor sharing main memory. However, there are also some disadvantages. Busy waiting is involved and thus processor time is wasted.